Bitcoin making a big comeback, topping 5,000, holding steady near the cryptocurrency's highest level since November. So is this a sign of a Bitcoin resurgence? So we got the bug, by the way, back.
The bug.
What's driving this bounce?
I actually think it is a Bitcoin resurgence. I think there's a really good chance that the December lows we saw in the 3,000s are probably the lows for this cycle. There's a couple things that are going on. You've seen improving fundamentals. You look at active addresses. That's one of the big metrics I look at. That's up 26% from the January lows. You look at transaction levels. Those are back to 2017 levels. So there's a lot of network activity. Then you look at who's buying this. You're seeing people like Fidelity still rolling out their institutional platform. And then as a proxy, look at the CME Bitcoin futures. The large open interest holders, so these are big institutions, those are at all-time highs, and it continued to grow. So last week they saw record volume on CME Bitcoin futures. So you're starting to see institutional investors come in here with a good fundamental tailwind, and that's got Bitcoin back in the saddle again.
Will we see previous highs? Will we see record highs again?
Without question, this next cycle. Without question, this next cycle.
And how long is this next cycle?
You're talking probably a 2-year cycle. So generally speaking, in 2020, the supply of Bitcoin is going to get cut in half. The cycle for Bitcoin is usually about a year before to a year after. So over this 2-year period, you will likely get this big upswing, particularly if the institutions come in, and I think we surpass all-time highs.
So Brian, I tend to believe that Bitcoin's certainly the conduit, and this is certainly something that's here to stay. Are we going to see the insanity of the other tokens? And I don't, with all due respect, as we say in the South.
Yeah.
I mean, that.
Well, so we had that insane ICO craze, right? And there's a lot of junk out there. A lot of those have gone to zero. I think you've separated the wheat from the chaff. You've got a lot of good altcoins, let's call them the top 10 or 20 in market cap, that actually I think are here to stay and will be big parts of the ecosystem.